Find out the incredible news on the unemployment rate and the economy from this week's jobs reports from the Department of Labor. How employees across America will soon be able to find out how much guaranteed income their 401k could deliver in retirement. And the shocking news from President Biden that could impact 100 million workers across America, across the USA. After this, hey everybody, it's Andrew Cartwright. Hope you're having a thankful, thoughtful Thursday. Here's your unemployment update for Thursday, November 4th, 2021. I don't know where I went. I guess I went back in time. My goal in these videos is to give you the best information to access government and private money for yourself, loved ones, and your business. Make sure you check out my new game. It's free. You win prizes, great prizes. You get to know me a little bit better and your community. You'll see who's like ranking. You get points for answering questions. And if you answer them correctly, well, you get a lot of points. And those points add up, and then you win prizes. So you get to do other things too, like you get to earn points for sharing, liking, and subscribing, that kind of stuff. In fact, we're giving away $2,000 right now. All you have to do is subscribe, like, and comment. When we hit 200,000 subscribers, we're launching out $2,000 to a lucky winner. As far as the game goes, you can use a username that's completely anonymous. You could win prizes for 100, my book, courses, all kinds of stuff. Talking about courses, my real estate course is $99. It's a $10,000 course. When to buy, how to buy, and market cycles. You got to check out this program. It's incredible. Rates pretty low. Last time I checked was 2.86% to be able to finance something. And I even have loans. I teach you how to do it so that you don't have to use your own credit even. So make sure you check it out. It's incredible. Stay tuned to the channel for personal finance videos, real estate, stock market, crypto, credit, and other investments to generate income and save you money. So make sure you check out the 2 stocks for free with Webull. That's really cool. And thank you again and again and again and again to my Patreons who support the channel for as little as $3. They get 20 articles a month written on their finance already. Cool stuff, really cool stuff. So thank you to my patrons, and I hope you enjoy the content you get. But first, happy Thursday, which means, you know what we got to do? We got to talk about the current state of the U.S. economy and the unemployment rate across America in this week's jobs report from the Department of Labor. Of course, you pay them, so you should get to know what's on that report. This week's jobs report displays incredibly the best news for the economy and the unemployment rate. Once again, we're on a streak, folks, as they were lower than last week's record-breaking number and exceeded the estimates of the Dow Jones economists, which maybe goes to show you why the Fed all of a sudden pulled back. It's like, hey, we're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and pull back, which I wish they wouldn't pull back. The weekly jobs report showed that 269,000 Americans filed their first-time unemployment claims, which we never like to. That's never fun to go to the computer and file. This is less so than the previous 283,000 revised initial claims, and also lower than the estimates from the Dow Jones, who predicted 275,000 unemployment claims. They were a little bit pessimistic this week, I suppose. Ian Shepherdson, chief economist at Patheon Macroeconomics, explained, quote, the 5th straight weekly down drop in jobless claims to a new pandemic low is consistent with all of the other evidence pointing to the labor market tightness, end quote. This incredible jobs report from the fifth straight week in a row of unemployment benefits dropping in new weekly jobless claims is incredible. And hopefully we'll be celebrating our 6th straight week on Thursday. And yes, I see lots of people. I see you in Texas, lots of people in Texas. Their pipes bursted. They haven't recovered from some of the freezes and some of the stuff that's happened. And there's jobs that are struggling. I see your comments in there. I see them. I'm not offended by any of the comments where you're just straight telling the truth. It is what it is, and it's tough. Not everywhere. These reports don't necessarily reflect your neighborhood. This is a macro. It's the whole country, which this is a whole country kind of channel, right? Meanwhile, a new mandate featuring an interim rule stating that retirement plan administrators will be required to provide 2 illustrations to employees at least once a year, showing what their nest egg could provide if they annualize their 401k. This is so important. I think there should be more and more transparency. I think there should be more rules about who the people play with your money and what they do with it. I see a lot of these fat cats on Wall Street that are getting a percentage of your money that adds up to almost 24% by the time you retire. It's disgusting. I wish I could do videos on it that people would actually watch, because what I could tell you about the finance industry would make your head spin. Unfortunately, not a lot of people will watch it. Jason Berkowitz, Chief Legal and Regulatory Affairs Officer for the Insured Retirement Institute, explains, quote, the general intent here is to educate plan participants about how much their actual account value would be in monthly income. It will get participants thinking about whether they're on the right track. According to PwC, quote, about 25% of the U.S. adults have no retirement savings and just 36% think their retirement plan is on track, end quote. Which is how these fat cats confuse you. Think about this. If I take 2% every year off the top for managing your money, or 1%, in 20 years, how much have I taken? Think about that. Every single year. Compounding. Taking a chip away at your block. And you don't have to pay those fees. You really don't. Right? You can buy an index fund. You don't have to let somebody else manage your own money. Although, as you're moving it over, speak with a professional so I don't get in trouble for telling you to do that. With many, just to be honest, with many employees across America not paying fully their 401k and initial aims to offer a clear path towards more financial freedom, which I want you to have, by participating in lucrative employment programs for employees across the United States. Another criminal thing that I don't want you to be part of this racket is not contributing when you get them matching your funds. This is just horrible. If somebody's going to match funds with you, woohoo, make sure you grab that money. Finally, President Biden announced he was taking steps to get more Americans vaccinated earlier today, rolling out 2 different vaccine rules covering more than 100 million workers across America. Of course, I thought that's why the stock market dumped, but no, it was the feds who did it. According to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, quote, companies must ensure that their workers are either fully vaccinated by January 4th, which gives us some time to think about it, or that they test negative at least once a week, end quote. What a pain in the butt, right? Another rule from the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Let's backtrack for 1 second. Let's just think about that. If I test once a week, what about in the middle of the week if I catch the virus? Don't I just give it to everybody else in the middle of the week? I don't get it, folks. Tell me in the comments. Do you get it? Because I'd love to know how that really works. You get tested, the next day you catch it and you give it to somebody. Is there a week incubator? Like, what's the deal? Another rule for the Center of Medicare Services requires roughly 17 million healthcare workers to be vaccinated by the same deadline, January 4th. I know this is controversial. It's a tough topic. It's hard to talk about. But it could impact hundreds of millions of American employees, and I never like to alienate anybody, but we got to keep it real here, folks, right? Don't we got to keep it real? Which is why we need to cover it here on the channel and keep providing you with the best relevant content that truly matters to you. What happens when you don't get vaccinated and you get fired? Can you collect unemployment? Important issues to cover, right? Because it is your body, supposed to be free. But again, if you went to school, didn't you get vaccinated with the polio shot? I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Is public safety more important? Love to know your thoughts. It's in your corner. If you still haven't applied for the unemployment assistance, do yourself a favor and apply today. You're going to get that baseline 27 weeks. That's been around since the 30s, folks. It's not out of money. It's not going to be out of money. There's always a federal credit card, always ready to go. Feds are always willing to give states money for unemployment. It's part of the whole system when Roosevelt signed it into law in the 30s. So, in most states, you can still get those. Just go to your UI website, upload your information, tell them about your employment history, your ID, if you got to do the ID me, so that we can get rid of a lot of these fraud that's going on in unemployment, and you fill out that application as genuinely as possible. Just be honest. Be truthful. Without that application, you could have a backdated unemployment check for thousands of dollars that'll go directly into your account if you get direct deposit. Currently, yes, I know. The PUA is not being handed out. And, of course, we're waiting on pens and needles. Where did that come from? Sounds painful. Any rate, we hope that the PUA program and unemployment for gig workers, self-employed, independent contractors, 1099, even side hustles, volunteers, and freelancers, well, this has been like almost going on 2 decades of these type of workers and companies that require it, like DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, FedEx, Amazon drivers, just to name a few, big employers. What are we doing, Washington? Get it together. Stay safe. Share with us your unemployment benefits in your neck of the woods, because we'd love to hear about it. And every comment counts towards that $2,000 win. Make sure you play the game down below. Take care of yourself. Love you.